Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the High Priestess Earth. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe, leave a like or a comment down below because your interactions with my channel help me to be able to continue to post for you guys on my channel. We are going to do a very interesting reading today. So I do want to do a disclaimer before we start with any of this reading. This is all just allegedly in the tarot. This is just allegedly what the tarot cards are speaking about, but we are going to do a tarot reading on Aaron Carter today. With all due respect, I want to give condolences to family, friends. I mean nothing but, and we mean nothing but good intentions on this reading. Not to harm or disrupt or hurt anyone in any kind of way. And I ask for the utmost respect, please, in commenting or anything like that. This is just a reading that I personally really wanted to do. I liked Aaron Carter a lot. I thought that he was a very interesting soul. And I looked into his chart today, his birth chart, okay? And I do want to talk about that a little bit before we get into the reading. So Aaron Carter was born on December 7th of 1987 at 8:02 a.m. in Tampa, Florida. So with all of that information, we are actually able to pull up his birth chart. And there have already been astrology readers and tarot card readers that have started to do that on YouTube. So I also looked it up as well. He is actually a double Sagittarius with a Cancer moon. So right there off the bat, that's a very emotional person. And as we could see throughout his life, definitely was higher in emotion, higher in showing emotion at least, definitely than your average person, I would say. Now, there was also things in his chart locating that there was substance abuse problems, which we do know that that has been, and there was also strong association with the occult. He's very psychic. His third eye was very open. He was connected intuitively to the divine and to the collective. Another thing that we noticed about that in his birth chart was that it was that was affecting his life, that connection to the divine, his connection within his soul level and to the trajectory. That kind of had issues for him in his life and made him standoffish, but he was a very, very business-minded person, okay? So I'm going to actually leave a picture at the end of this reading of what his birth chart was. If you guys are interested in it, you can go ahead and take a look at that. Let's get started. Now, what I'm doing here in the reading is I'm actually going to try a new spread that I've never done before. This is something that readers will do for people who are already deceased, okay? Now, this reading is being done on November 7th. The cause of death has actually not been released yet on this time. So this is 2:44 p.m. on November 7th. And so we actually don't have the cause of death. I am going to look into that and see maybe if the tarot or the divine or we can get a message, or maybe if there is some kind of information that wants to reach out to us and give us clues on what exactly happened. But I'm going to do a soul retrieval tarot reading, and this to me seemed like a really nice spread to do, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'll clarify the cards as well once we get the spread out. I do have this really awesome deck that I'm going to use. It has celebrities in it, so I figured that this would be a good one. I finally moved and I'm able to kind of have my decks out and everything like that. So, all right, here we go. Let's talk. Enough chatter. We're going to focus on Aaron Carter, December 7th, 1987, born at 8:02 a.m. On the bottom of the deck, I do have Four of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, okay? An energy of somebody feeling standoffish, somebody retrieving, going in. A lot to do with money, I would say. There's a lot to do with money in this spread because we have a lot of pentacles and we also have wands. Okay, we have a lot of wands. So for me, this show definitely shows a struggle happening here. Now, the first card we're starting down here is what is the look and the feel of where my soul is being kept? All right. On the bottom of the deck, I did have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So I do see a lot of pentacles in this spread already, which to me is a resemblance of money. We are talking about somebody who is a superstar, like a multi-platinum superstar, okay? So there's going to be money. I feel like Aaron had this disconnect, definitely isolated, definitely was trying to be very strong with his money, like smart with his money, put his money in the right things, in the right places, because he was very aware that if he didn't do that, he was going to be financially struggling, okay? And I do see that does have, and the isolation, big time, has a huge impact on this reading, because that is that's the general energy for this reading here. Four of Pentacles reversed. This can even be overspending, greed, self-protection. There was a lot going on with money and feeling like he needed to be protected, okay? The first card in the spread here is the Two of Pentacles, and that's in the reverse as well. This is being overcommitted, and it's also struggling with your bills, planning things, feeling very disorganized. I feel like he might have been having money problems. Maybe he owed a large sum of money. We know he was selling his home and doing a transition. I think he did buy probably a newer and bigger home, but this is someone who needs more structure. And they need to like budget better, okay? Someone that needs to really take a broader look at their opportunities, the alignment within their goals, because it's lacking. It can also be over-investing in one particular area, whereas maybe that's not the best. It could be that, because we are looking at these situations as Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. We are looking at them in the reverse, for example. I see an excel in the career, but maybe not as much time with family too as he would like. This is another indication that somebody doesn't get to spend as much time with their family as they would like, and it is affecting them. Like, enough is enough. Something has to give. This is someone who's really deciding where they want to spend their time and their energy. But this is also success, but it's a very hard way to go about the success. Does that make sense? And so this card is what is the look and the feel of where my soul is being kept. So this is what is inside of Aaron Carter's soul. This is truly, what's going on. The true interpersonal part that not everybody sees or knows, because maybe the person doesn't even talk about it. That is really truly what was going on in the soul. The second card is what is my soul hiding from? All right, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This card is a huge indicator of family and that it is not working, that it is not a good connection, that there is strife and pain and disconnection within family. It could be friends too, but it's like very close circle. With the 10 of Pentacles, this is usually family, okay? It's like a rocking the boat situation here. What is my soul hiding from? Structure. Lacking of structure. Lacking of a good, solid family structure. Because not everybody has that. I didn't know Aaron personally at all, but from what we do know, you know, there's been issues with his brother, his sister, his mother, and his baby's mom. There's just been problem after problem after problem after problem with all those people, and those people, that's his family, okay? So always hiding, always fighting, and it's like this inner turmoil. And with the Pentacles, a lot of it could involve because of money. I think I saw something about somebody was saying something that they wanted to maybe put Aaron on a conservatorship or something like that. I know that he was already lost custody of his 11-month-old son, Prince, and his son turns 1 this month in November. And he didn't even make it to see his son's first birthday. So we are seriously integrated within a family dynamic that is seriously broken. The dynamic is just not, it's not it. It's bad. It's broken. Very broken. And it's hard too because once family bonds are broken, I would say, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's a lifelong situation. This does not come back, okay? So the third card that we have is the 6 of Wands. It's in the upright. This one is, how am I limited without it? How am I limited without it? 6 of Wands. How am I limited without it? 6 of Wands is a card of success, public recognition, progress, self-confidence. Okay, these things are absolutely needed if you're going to be a pop star, which is what he was pretty much considered. Okay, so what are we saying here? How am I limited without it? I would say that he felt trapped in the fame, you know. There really wasn't a way to ever really get out of it. Your brother's in the Backstreet Boys, and he was so famous at such a young age. So I do believe that he enjoyed it, that he did like it to some degree, but I also feel like it also made him feel trapped at times. But he always put in so much, you know, he put in effort to it, right? He did enjoy it. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. This is success. It's achievement. It's getting to the top. Like I said, public recognition. Not afraid to show people accomplishments. This person wanted people to know his accomplishments. It's an important milestone. He was changing his music to more of a genre that he wanted. Because when you are little and people try to dictate who you are as an adult, for when you were as a kid, you aren't the same person. So he started doing more of rap music, and I fully support that, just because of the fact that, like, you know, just because he grew up as a pop star doesn't mean that's what that person always wants to be, okay? There's been challenges along the way for him, but he has overcome the challenges. There's recognition for his hard work. Having the strength to continue on all these endeavors. All right, let's look at the next card. The next card is number 4. How can I make it safe for my soul to return? But we have Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody lied. I feel like there's an issue where someone lied. That's what I'm hearing right now. Somebody didn't tell somebody the truth. There wasn't an honest person. Somebody was willing to give somebody everything, but the other person, they didn't have the same. They wouldn't give them everything. And someone lied. How can I make it safe for my soul to return? All right. Sorry, I'm sitting on the floor and it's hurting my knees. All right. Knight of Pentacles, reversed. It may also point to self-development and improvement, routines for success, healthy eating plans, exercise, scheduling. But it's also that you need to pay attention to more practical matters in your life as well. This is somebody who feels stuck in the daily grind or whatever it is that they do. Somebody wants to do something different. This is kind of resistant to change. Someone who prefers to stay home rather than going out and doing fun things. They'd literally just rather stay home. It's isolation. Isolating yourself from others, losing interest of your friends. This can also be someone who's perfectionist as well in what they do, how they work. Number 5, we have 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. What will my life look like when it has returned? And we have 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is just done. There's no communication here anymore. Aaron's soul has literally cut off, and so there's no communication, which is what this card is. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is no communication anymore. I do believe this soul has moved on, to be honest with you. I believe it's moved on. The 3 of Pentacles is a disconnection from someone, from people, especially in a work aspect. I feel like there's going to be a lot of cleanup for people regarding, you know, his music career. He was on No Jumper like a week ago. I don't know the exact day they filmed it, but it was uploaded less than a week ago, and he was talking about how he made $75,000 a month just on OnlyFans. So people are going to have to figure out a lot of finances and stuff like that. He was in between moving, selling homes, his homes and stuff like that. So there's a lot here where that's just it. There was a lot going on. There's a lot of pieces to pick up. There's a lot left behind. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of involvement within work and aspects of money and career and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, boom, like connection done, totally disconnected, ghosted, just gone, right? This is just somebody who has literally disconnected from that situation, okay? The next card that we have, the last one here was card number 6. How can I best integrate what has been returned to me? And we're looking at the 9 of Wands. Or is this 10? Nope, it's 9. We have 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a tricky card. This is not a happy card. This is not a happy situation. How can I best integrate what has been returned to me? This person was really going through some inner turmoil, specifically issues with other people. That's what this is saying. This person felt very alone. They felt very like haggard and just completely torn, beat up from life, people, situations. They felt alone. They felt like people talked about them in a very negative light, in a very negative aspect. They felt like they had to work really, really hard to continue and keep with what they had, and that they never got recognized for that, or they never got recognition for any, like really any of the hard work that they did, or any of the certain things that they did in their life that were a milestone for them, right? There's pain here. There's a lot of pain here. I do want to clarify these cards. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's clarify the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to use my Kim Kranz deck. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is for Aaron Carter. Eight of Cups reversed and 2 of Cups upright. An instance of walking away, on again, off again. This definitely looks a lot like their relationship, him and Melanie. This is walking away and then also an engagement. Getting back together again. I don't know for certain, but on the No Jumper podcast, which was, he explained on there that they had gotten back together again. So I think that they were trying to work things out. It was on again, off again. There is a possibility that I feel like maybe Melanie felt like there was competition within his work with the fame and the music and the touring and everything like that. You know, she probably missed him, and that probably is something that put a huge wedge in their relationship. But it does show me here with that 2 of Cups in the upright, I mean, this is something major. This is a huge commitment of love, of trust, but it does follow a past of Eight of Cups, which is walking away. So this is a back and forth energy of love and relationships, it looks like, with a wedge in within the career and the overcommitment of the career. Maybe he was taking his career more seriously than the relationships, which is fine, totally fine. As we're talking about this, the Eight of Swords showed itself. All right. Again, I feel like struggles. We're looking at eights. 2 eights popped up during this. Struggles. That's still traveling on the journey, trying to figure it out. It's also sometimes loss. Let's look at the second card, which was that 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's see why that's here. This is for Aaron Carter, December 7th, 1987. This is his birthday. 10 of Pentacles. We have Empress in the reverse. Yeah. It's a lack of motherly energy, female energy, especially. We also had Judgment, and then we have Son of Cups. So I just feel like somebody felt like there's just never enough. There was not enough of a grounded feeling. There wasn't a motherly love there. I feel like he really felt like he didn't have a strong bond or a strong motherly connection. We have Judgment and Son of Cups. Somebody tried to manifest. I believe that he was trying to manifest these relationships to get better at times, with the hopes that they would get better. I feel like maybe even there's a possibility that somebody had recently made an offer of some kind to the family. Some kind of an offering to the family. And I feel it's Son of Cups. I feel like it's Aaron. Aaron, there was an offer for the family. This could be for his baby. This could be, I mean, it could be anything. Let's look at the Six of Wands. I do want to see why this is here. Son of Swords, yeah. Just being in that limelight. Being on the internet all the time. You know, like he did, going on lives all the time and everything like that. That was a big part of the last couple of years, I feel like, of keeping him sort of, what's the word, like, recognized, and all the drama with him and Melanie, I feel like it kept people interested. It kept him in the talk of the town, and the new and the now, you know. But there was a lot of, you know, this could also just be very negative. This could be totally affecting somebody in a really negative way. This is a lot of electronics, being on the internet, being in the limelight. A lot of people are looking at you, stalking you. He could have had stalkers, online stalking. With this, huge. This can go way deep with this Son of Swords. It can go very, very deep. And it is 100% that being on live, that Instagram status with the blue check mark, it is very much integrated into that world, is what's happening here, okay? That was his thing. That took up a huge chunk of his life, of his time. And it could also have something to do with what happened. I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have Ace of Pentacles upright. There is money involved in this reading, like huge. I don't know if someone's gonna like make bank off of this. There is wealth in this situation. There's money in this situation. There's money that needs to be allocated, figured out. Because Aaron was so structured. You know, there, like I said, there's money here. Ace of Pentacles. He could have saved a lot of money. He could have had like a ton of money saved somewhere, or invested into something. There's a lot here, and what it is with the Ace of Pentacles is it's because this person, Aaron, being this person, had the discipline to take care of finances, bills, routine, bringing in wealth, bringing in money. There's something to do with a lot of money here. I couldn't really tell you any more detail than that if we'd be here all day. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles. Okay, we've got Eight of Swords again. This is the second time that this card has come out. So we're going to set it down, okay? Because this card keeps trying to tell us something. We're going to set it to the side. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I have two cards. I have Seven of Swords, and I have the Five of Pentacles, okay? It's deceit and sadness that's involved in that disconnection. That disconnection that's like disconnected from work, disconnected from people. There was a shady situation. There was someone who was doing something behind his back. There was somebody who wasn't being honest, who wasn't being faithful, they just weren't. They were just being shady, you know, just very definitely 100% just shady. Now, Five of Pentacles is definitely feeling left out in the cold. This is a disconnection from someone. This could be blocking. I do see blocking here. I don't know. Wow. This is really heavy. This is anger, sadness. Somebody feels very left out in the cold, very forgotten about, like they aren't important. And it's because they found out. They found out about deceit, lies. It could have been bad, you know, business transactions. It could just be emotional lies, hiding things from somebody, and somebody felt really horrible. Like it really hurt them to the core. There's some deep hurt. Deep hurt. There's definitely depression and sadness with that Five of Pentacles. The way that this is set up like this, oh yeah, definitely. And that one is number 5. What will my life look like when I've returned? I mean, this is the feeling that this person was going through, I feel like, at the time. And it doesn't look very good. It's very, somebody feels like they were deceived. The word deceived is coming to me. Deceived. I felt deceived. I felt betrayed. I felt lied to. All right, let's look at the Nine of Wands. I have Ten of Swords in the reverse, so it goes to a completion. It goes from the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So, completion. This cycle has completed. This cycle is finished, okay? On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Hierophant. Love that. That's a beautiful card. Beautiful card. We'll put that one here. I think you can still see it a little bit. He felt absolutely, okay, sorry. He felt absolutely taken advantage of. He felt taken advantage of. He felt like, I'm not being heard. I'm just sort of like, I'm at my end of my rope. I really hate to say this, but I do feel like maybe he did commit suicide and take his own life. But it could also just be an accidental drug overdose as well. Okay, we can ask. All right, so I asked the tarot a very intense question that I didn't feel comfortable doing on the camera, okay? And it gave me an answer that makes sense to me. So I'm going to share the rest of the reading with you guys. We did leave off at the 10 of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who really is combating an inevitable change, inevitable ending. This is an ending, 100%. Somebody was having a hard time facing something, facing an ending, facing the way that things were going to be. They, you know, Aaron was obviously having a very hard time. He was combating with something, resisting something that was very painful. It was very difficult to understand what he was going through. I don't know if anybody could ever really have understood what he was going through. This is old situations ending badly, is what this is. It's just really honestly kind of feeling like it'll never change. It'll never get better. This is it. It's inevitably just done. Okay. Now, with a spread like this, 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords, and then I have the Magician card on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is a mental health issue. Okay. I do. I feel like there is a chance that it could have been a narcotic abuse situation as well. But I'm actually seeing more of a mental problems here. Emotional problems, not being able to cope, not being able to handle, not being able to deal, and feeling very just basically depleted at the end. I feel like there's a big chance that his energy was he was disconnecting from his third eye. I feel like he was disconnecting something, the pain and the torture and whatever it was that he was going through was actually so bad that it was making him disconnect from his soul level, right? His integrated trajectory. This looks to me like somebody who disconnected. They completely cut everybody off and just decided to disconnect on a soul level, on a trajectory level. This is a disconnection. This is sad to me. I don't see things here that are good. I was just curious. I wanted to do this spread because I was just curious. I really was just curious what it was going to say. I kept waiting to see if the coroners were going to announce the cause of death, and they have not yet. And so I thought I would do a spread and just look for myself. And I see a soul that was hurting, which I think we all know. If you were like a fan or you watched his stuff or whatnot, I think that we do know that it was a soul that was hurting. And I think there was probably a lot of stuff going on too that we didn't know, right? And it was probably deeper and more crazy and more intense than we could ever imagine. And so if you guys liked this spread or you liked this reading, go ahead and leave me a like or a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. This was kind of interesting. Like I said, I just kind of randomly chose to do this spread and just see if it could give us any clues or answers, or if there was any kind of a spiritual connection to any sort of guidance for any answers that we could get here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys all have a safe and wonderful holidays and weekends and everything like that. And much love. Take care.